Welcome, everybody. We are just talking about the dichotomy of life and how much we appreciate this stream, you guys, and this community. This show is Beard Advice Live. Mayor, introduce yourself real quick. Let me make sure I got audio.
Check, mic check, checking the mic,
Yep.
mic. Hey guys, my name is Steve, or you can call me the Mayor. If you want to know why my nickname is the Mayor, I found the line finally. You're gonna have to hang out with me a little bit, or just watch this show. You kind of figure out like my cadence, the way I talk, the fancy words I use sometimes, the baths I take. All those things add up to that nickname. And this show, Beard Advice Live, we started about 3 years ago doing a little bit something else. We have grown. Look at the studio behind us. Look at the camera angles. Look at the beards themselves. And we've grown into this Beard Advice Live show where guys send in an email to beardadvicelive@gmail.com. They just kind of highlight any questions they have, a couple bullet points on things that they're worried about, or, and sometimes they just ask for general advice. And we put them in a show and we kind of talk about it. The other thing that's kind of developing with this show, especially last week, is just that time for questions and comments. So if you have something you're wondering about, especially related to beards, but we'll go into most of men's grooming and we'll venture in there now. We'll do that as well. And we'll hit that and talk about it. Last week, I think that was like one of the best runs we ever had of good questions and responses.
Absolutely. It's we have two different segments tonight where you guys are going to be able to ask whatever questions you guys would like. And as the mayor said, it doesn't have to be limited to beard stuff. That's kind of the focus of the show, but it can be about men's grooming. It can be about mental health. It can be about us personally. We want you guys to get to know us as much as possible. And shout out to Gregory. He said it's first timer on the live. Waited 20 years to grow my beard. And 20 years, 16 days. Oh, man. Thank you for your service, and that 20 years active duty military. Wow. So thank you for your service. We could not be happier to have you here, and we like to call that a freedom beard. If you don't know what that is, my man Gregory, look up after the stream, Dancy Bearded Freedom Beard, and you'll see a video that is dedicated to that. I will tell you, you are not alone in that freedom beard or being active duty and then growing your beard or not ever wanting to see a razor again. There's plenty that can back you up on that. So thank you guys for being here. Doug, thank you. We have been doing some tinkering on the studio.
No, you crispy, Doug. You crispy.
It's better than being dusty. So
yeah,
we've adjusted even the audio, we've adjusted the video, and everything, man. So what it's all about, you guys, it's just improving, getting better, and just enjoying everything that we got going. Thank you, Corey. Gratitude for what you guys do every week. We say this every week, but we need this probably more than you guys do. So thank you for being here. We would be here regardless, but I will be just straightforward. It does make it a little bit sweeter when we have you guys here with us. The more of you, the better. We love that kind of community vibes and feel. So Mayor, I'm going to ask them to give a thumbs up, and then you're going to tell them what this is, what some of the traditions we have on this show, because I think you broke down what we do, right, in general.
I just
here.
jumped right into it. I got so excited.
If you guys could, hit a thumbs up on this stream. It really does help out the YouTube algorithm to get this out to as many people as possible. And if there's somebody out there scrolling through YouTube and maybe they've looked up a beard video or two, who knows? This could be the difference maker on them keeping a beard, enjoying their beard, improving their confidence, their life. You never know where that trajectory can take you. So if you guys could hit that thumbs up, that'd be great. And if you want to get crazy, you want to get wild, you're feeling froggish and you're trying to leap, consider sharing this out right now. Hello, Mrs. Mayor. Betsy, welcome, welcome, welcome. And yeah, man, we are super excited. So Mayor, we got some special stuff with the traditions tonight. So what do we got? What do we got for our traditions?
Well, Dan and I, don't drink a lot of pop or soda if you're watching from the East. I learned that recently. I did know it. I just didn't care that much.
Or Coke if you're in the South.
Until I got told, what are you going to hit me? Pop me? No, anyways, so we drink Mountain Dew usually. We're going with the original tonight. I dabbled with the thought of the throwback, but I don't think we like that as much as this one.
Nowhere near. And I do believe we have some of the purple from Circle K exclusive on the way from one of our amazing friends and subscribers and viewers out there. So that's going to be pretty cool. And then, Mayor, set up, what is the other tradition? Then I'll kind of break down the details.
We love our beef jerky. We've toured around the world from London to the Bay with beef jerky. We've tried so many different types. For a while, we dabbled in the heat, and now we just people will send in. They will show us their favorite jerky from their region or their area, and I get to eat it, and that's amazing.
Yeah. And with that, speaking about touring all over the world, we have greetings from Maine, Greetings from America. Let us know where you guys are from. We love the little check-ins. I know every live stream does that, but I do think it's genuinely cool. Sometimes you see people that you didn't realize were near you. So whatever you feel comfortable with sharing, whether it's the state, the country, maybe a major city, anything like that, you guys, that would be amazing. Hey, I gotta say, keep these kind comments coming, man. I appreciate that. Thank you, Caden. Just got a great chance to talk to him today. I've watched your beard care videos for a while now. Man, that's awesome. Thank you so much. It is pretty crazy. That's been 4 years. And Scott, yes, Dame Drops. I actually met him at the expo very briefly. We hoped to meet him more. He does food reviews, and Scott, he does far more than food reviews. He has 2 shows on Netflix now. So Steve knows he was one of my goals to meet and hang out with at the expo. I've actually messaged him many times. He's read them exactly 0 times. And to be completely uncensored, not the best impression at the expo. He was not very interested in beef octane or anything to do with beards. He actually doesn't use beard products. So, but who knows? We'll always leave that door open. He is a great entertainer and an inspirational story.
It's hard to get past that moment when someone says, that's like, I never found a way around, I don't use beard products. You know,
Yeah.
It's almost like, stay away from me.
Yeah.
Way, is what they're
You
saying.
got to read them, right?
Right.
And it's, my main thing is I know so many people that had that point of view until they tried it. You don't know something until you try it, right? Drinking enough water is another thing. People are like, I don't need all. Oh, wow, this is a game changer. But to the jerky that I pivoted away from.
To the jerky.
We have a gift, a donation, a friendly add-in from Mr. Donald Long from New Jersey. And I have never heard of this jerky, but I am super impressed with the packaging and the Mayor. I don't know if you caught the flavors. This is all Donald, but I did pick out the flavors here. So this is called the Righteous Felon is the name of the jerky.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it is really cool. And this is like an eco-friendly, like, how would you describe the packaging? Like a paper bag
Like
almost?
yeah, eco-friendly, like eco-smart, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, we don't know if it's necessarily recycled materials, but it has that kind of feel to it.
So yes, this is Righteous Felon out of Westchester, Pennsylvania. And this is supposed to be amazing. It's all gluten-free. I'm very excited. And we have 2 different flavors. The first one is OG Hickory. Nice and safe, nice and savory. And then, it's been a little while since we've dabbled on the wild side of things. And I'm super excited
Yes,
for...
we're going wild, baby.
We are going wild here. This is the Voodoo Chili Carolina Reaper. And so it's Carolina Reaper and garlic. Now...
Bruh.
I'm not extremely intimidated by this, and I may get humbled. Who knows? Who knows? Brian, yes, I do believe that you can get it online, and if this goes well, we may have a sponsored giveaway next week by Donald Long for this company. If it doesn't go well, we're gonna do one anyway on something else. And again, you guys, we didn't ask any of it. This was all Donald here. But I'm very impressed with the artwork. Oh, I got the wrong camera now. I'm very impressed with the artwork. I'm very impressed with the packaging. It just feels legit. And it does say up top here, warning, spicy. So we're gonna see what we go. Oh yeah, Devin. Reapers are no joke, and yes, it is Reapers. We've actually had biltong from South Africa. Watching on TV there, pretty cool. I think the crispiness on TV's got to be looking good. And I will say, this is the first time.
Don't get lost in your eyes, man.
This is the first time that you guys have seen me with a hat on since I've had the haircut. I gotta be always transparent. I did not like the bald fade with a hat. I liked it. I didn't love it, but I liked it here when it's normal, right? But once I put a hat on, it looks like I'm straight up bald. And no offense to any of the baldies out there, but I have bigger ears than all of you, so it's just a little different one. So
Calves and ears, man.
yeah. Tyler, beef octane gets unbelievably stupid spicy when they have the Reaper and then also the Scorcher. Like, some of the hottest I've ever had.
The son of the guy who runs the CT Expo was like standing as we were setting up, trying to get more of the Reaper beef jerky because he likes to make people eat it and then see what happens.
Yeah, he like wants to play like pranks on people. So we do have some hot ones over here. How was the dew?
Oh, so good. I've been really steering clear of pop. It's really been making a difference as far as calorie intake and stuff like that. However, you got to treat yourself once in a while.
You do.
You have
so
to know
good.
yourself.
So good.
Spoil the mayor a bit.
I normally do 1 can of pop a day. It's like my reward. I had slipped for a while and done 2 where I brought 1 to school because always transparent and real with you guys. We've had some hard couple of weeks at school. It's just been rough on many different fronts and layers, and it was almost like something that I could look forward to. And I was like, I gotta get out. That's a crutch. I gotta get away from that, and I have not in probably 2 weeks now. So I've been proud of that. But I usually do one can a day is my goal. 1 can a day. So all right. How about we try this jerky?
All right.
And then we'll hop into the show to get things started here. Oh, no, not the Reaper. All right, we're going with OG Hickory first here. And we're going to see, oh, yeah. So it's like immediate pungent smell here. Immediate pungent smell. And it's got some like metallic inside on it. Woo, oh, yeah. It's got some pungicity to it.
Yeah,
I think it's
you
real
give
word.
that a shot. You know, we're coming up on I was thinking I did a little IG thing about, it's been like 3 years since almost every Wednesday we've been doing this, you know? And as you think about the dude that sat next to you 3 years ago versus now,
Wild.
and who you were too, the direction of the channel, the vision, kind of an amazing thing.
Yeah.
You know, 58,000 subscribers, nothing to joke about.
Right. It's crazy. And thank you guys for all the support. So much of that is because you guys share it, you like it, all that stuff. This jerky is amazing. Really tender, but not too like wet where it's gonna be messy.
It's natural.
It's
still.
natural still, yeah. Really, really good. Don, you got a winner with this one, man. You got a winner. Yeah, don't eat the is that the preservative thing? Is that what this is? All right, I won't eat that, Scott. Thank you for that heads up. I bet it tastes like Defiance, so yeah. And no crying on camera. We did years ago do the Death Nut 2.0 challenge, and I don't think either of us had tears. So yes, pungicity. Yeah, absolutely. Let's add it. Yeah, let's add it. You're my go-to for beard care information. Oh man, that makes me proud. Thank you so much. We love bringing value to people's lives. When we have content creators reach out to us and they're like, "Hey, what's the secret sauce? What's what is like the thing that makes it work?" And it's just simply adding value to people's lives. You guys do that for us. We hope and we try to do that for you guys. Hey, what's up, Owen? Hope you're doing well, man. All right. What's your thoughts? What do you think?
Excellent.
It really is.
And I thought, as I smelled it, it might be too much flavor. Like you kind of
Yeah, it's very
but
pungent.
it's not. It's very natural. Very much looks like real, beef and pungent. I would say, pungent. I guess is the best way.
And we got a couple
got no
people
word for it.
claiming that they have big ears as well. No. I have the big melon of all big melons, and my ears still look big on this big melon. It's next level stuff. And also, by the way, Dagan's in here flexing. He did the Death Nut Challenge himself, the 2.0, just like us. Dude didn't even blink. And it wasn't a front. Like, some people try to act tough and hide it. Dagan didn't even blink. It was nothing to him. Absolutely nothing to him. Oh, we're back with the mayor, the messy mayor. That's the nickname, the messy mayor. The 2 worst jerky eaters I've ever experienced are Sam C and the mayor. It just makes no sense to me. But Sam had some reason. I can't even remember why it was, but
I have no reason.
yeah, it's
Just kind of all over the place sometimes.
yeah, it's just what man does. So is the Death Nut a spicy peanut? So yeah, so it is a like seasoning, a dust that is I forget what the Scoville units was. 13 million Scoville units is one of the hottest things you could possibly do, and they put it on peanuts, and it gets hotter as it goes through. It was really, really crazy. Really crazy. Oh, snap. We have that new peach drink on the way. Thank you, Shade. Man,
Yo.
don't apologize for being busy. I'm excited.
Gravy.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. All right. How about we get started on this, you guys? And if you guys see something on here where you feel like you can help, you can leave a comment, you can inspire, let's get involved. 13 million. I was right. Let's go. This show is special because it's perspective from me, the mayor, and the community. All different angles. Of course, it's all about supporting being positive, but people send into this show because they want to be able to get advice. And I will say, I did check the email just a second before we went live. I believe we have 3 people that sent in like late this evening. We were up to date as of like 5 o'clock today and worked all day at school yesterday, got everything updated. But if you sent in after 6 o'clock Eastern time tonight, you're not gonna be on tonight's show. My son broke his arm yesterday, the mayor's son had drum lessons and Betsy all over. And when it's just like kind of that buzzer beater before the show, sometimes it's just not possible.
So you're on next week.
Yeah, you 100%. You will be on at the beginning of the show next week. So thank you for sending in, and you will always get a response from us. If you guys send in, you're gonna be on the show. You will get a response. So that will be amazing, guys. Maddie says, "Hey Dan, thanks for all your help. We spoke through IG, and you helped me out a lot. Hey, you're welcome, man. I always back up what I say. If you guys ever reach out to me or the mayor on Instagram, I promise we will get back to you, especially if you need something. Yeah, man. Let me see. I gotta grab because I know some of you don't have social media. So my son Jax, and actually Maddox had soccer practice today too. So it's a hectic. I was telling Sam that like we're at a hectic time of the year and a hectic time in life. I got home from work, which was hectic. And then the second I got home from work, it was go time with the kids until this show started, which was pretty wild. So yeah, my son Jax, we were at a like family fun night last night at his school, and we were playing on the playground, and essentially he tripped over something, fell, and we knew it was pretty bad. He handled it like I'm not even exaggerating, like an absolute champ. And I was like, all right, we've been here before, because if you guys remember, he broke his left elbow last year. And so we went to that same ortho doctor, got some x-rays. He broke his wrist and possibly broke his elbow. He's got to go back in Tuesday for some more x-rays. But you can see, man, the dude was smiling afterwards. And a couple of interesting things I learned. One, they don't prescribe kids his age any kind of medicine. Like he broke a bone and they just sent him back home. That's wild to me.
I think that's a change. I think that's a recent change with like
could be
management of painkillers and things.
And so we give him children's ibuprofen, the Motrin and stuff, and we got all that going. But here's another interesting thing. So this is Jax's second broken bone before he's 6 years old. He's only 5 years old. So obviously we're concerned with his bones and we want to fortify him. And he has a different kind of diet because he has celiac disease, actually very, very serious celiac disease. It's the most severe they've ever measured at U of M Children's Hospital. But we learned this weekend that when you have an autoimmune disease, which I do and Jackson does, celiac, you are more likely to break your bones. And I was like, that makes sense. I've broken 13 bones in my life. Literally 13.
And I never have.
Wow. And none, I'm not even counting fingers or toes. These are major bones from my arm, from my ankle, you name it, I've probably broke it. So it's, he didn't want anybody to sign it. He's being a little punk with that stuff. So we are working on ways to really supplement his
I love that. Like
his,
you would
bones.
you would do the same thing as a kid. Like just that stubborn, no.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Not playing ball. Don't have to.
Yeah, he 100% there. All right. And guys, if you have questions that are beard stuff, we do have a segment for that. Dustin, I've starred your comment, and we will get to that first thing once we get to that slide on those. But we're going to hop into the Beard Advice Live here. If you guys want to send in, there is a comment pinned with information on how to send it in, and we'll go over that in just a little bit here. But yeah, Jax is tough, guys. He'll be all right. I told him chicks dig cast, so he'll be good.
This is Jake B with an update. Hey guys, I just wanted to give a quick update from last week. Between your advice last week and Dan's video on Sunday, went for it with no fear. Love the new look, and the wife absolutely loves it. Thanks again.
So cool. And Jake is a new active member on our Facebook group. There's a link in the description if you guys want to check it out. Exclusive giveaways, exclusive discount codes, and exclusive camaraderie and support that you literally cannot find anywhere else. And he did say that. I had my video on Sunday about essentially like density and thickness and appearance over the length of your beard. And he was like, all right, it's finally time. Now let's check out the results, you guys. And we have 2 slides here to show both results on this. Oh, goodness. And everybody's going to say it in the chat, addition by subtraction, right? His beard literally looks bigger and fuller and thicker and wider by taking away hairs. Let that sink in. By taking away hairs, his beard looks bigger and fuller and wider. It is absolutely amazing, and the exact reason why we do this right here.
Took the hair off the top of the head, too.
And I'm going to show the side view in a second, which is a better look. And he did ask about that on the show. He said, hey, what do you guys think? And we were like, absolutely, take it down. Let's see what you got here.
It just balances his whole look, like the offset of the shape. Boom.
It's absolutely money. And I think this is even in better update on number 2 here. Boom.
Wow.
Is that not an absolutely iconic side beard?
Pro.
And it doesn't look like the same beard.
No.
Look at how wide and full and dense that is. Essentially, he went right here, right? You see that shirt line got a little bit lower. Shirt line, he went right here. And you do the squint test, and and this wasn't bad, right? Let's be frank here. This was not bad before. But when he did this, oh my gosh! And then Mayor, touch on the head hair there. What are your thoughts on taking it down even farther?
It's another case. A lot of guys will tend to think that taking that hair off makes you look older, and in this case, I think it's a perfect example of making you look younger.
100%.
And just intentional, mean, clean, killing it. Great look. Jake, you have to feel like $1 million. I hope you do.
Mm-hmm. And he's in the chat now. So cool. Also random, he's the second Jake Boss that I know, which is so funny.
It's kind of random.
With a beard also. But even if we just cover this up, right? Cover up the left side of your screen and look at that right side. Is that not one of the most epic side beard profiles you've ever seen? Like truly, truly ever seen. It's absolutely amazing. When trimming bottom of sides, is it easier to get straight line with scissors or trimmer? For me, Daniel, strongly with a beard like this, I encourage a trimmer. The scissors seem logically like it would be easier because they cut straight lines, but what ends up happening is there really is never a straight line on a beard, right? If you see here, he has a natural curve to it. The only way to do that is by taking clippers, trimmers, and being able to freestyle it. You're not going to be able, you can do it with scissors or shears, but you got to be much more skilled to do that.
And I've come around to do my edge at the bottom, just the bottom part of my beard, clippers, because it just is a much sharper, cleaner edge. It adds to the whole look overall.
Yeah.
More than scissors.
Yeah. And I was just going to ask, Jesse had a great question. He said, where'd you get your beard trimmed at? And boom, right there. I did it myself with a trimmer.
That's what we're all about here, guys.
Yes. And Rich L was literally the cover, the poster child of Addition by Subtraction. CB bearded, yes, we do have a video. Rich L was featured in it. Several others were featured in it as well. This is what I'm talking about right here. Either approach is fine. If you find a beard barber that you can work with, you can grow with, you can really articulate what you want, and then they can paint that picture, that's beautiful, that's amazing. I do now fully understand it's an experience. But there is something special to doing it yourself. Also saving money. But there is a bit of a pride to be able to do that. Jesse said, got any openings? I know. I've always wondered that if my trimming ability on myself would translate to trimming somebody else, or is that just a totally different ball game because it's like flipped, it's reversed?
I think that's where the line of being a professional is drawn.
Yeah.
Because when it's yours and you screw up, you didn't let anybody else down, but when you let yourself down, so then that impacts your ability to be bold or make the big trim, or and that would be at least where I would probably fit into that headspace. Yeah, no, it makes sense. Jake said, watch Dan's trimming video. Very cool, man. Very cool. All right, Mayor. So he does have one, Daniel. If you just look up Mayor beard trim. Now I will say he's probably adjusted his method. Daniel's asking maybe an updated trim video. Maybe we do that in June.
Okay, all right. Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
But we can still make that happen.
Yeah, stay tuned there. But yeah, great question. And if you do find an excellent beard barber, don't let them go. That is true. If you can go in and have no worries, you drive as far as you need to, you tip them as well as you can, and you really make that happen. I am starting to explore some local barbers with the mayor too, for maybe getting some content on some head haircuts. So it could be. How much time between pick 1 and 2? I would guess that it was right before.
Yeah,
I would imagine he took the picture, Papa Bean, right before the trim would be my guess. And here's the mayor's trim video. Thank you, Doug. What's up, Michael P? Speaking of finding good beard barbers, I've seen evidence of his work. He is fantastic. And Leo says, scissors for my wavy, curly, not thick beard. There you go. Leo just likes to play devil's advocate. He wants to be oppositional to fine. I'm just kidding, Leo. But Leo always has
he has his ways.
He has good personal experience and says, this is what works for me. That's what's amazing about beards. I don't think anybody's ever pushed back against that. It's like you find what works for you within the realm of a safety, health concern. And it works, man. Absolutely.
And Leo is not the guy saying, I don't do anything with my beard. He's the guy, he's watching the show, he's a part of it, but he definitely has a system that works for him. And that's ultimately where we all want to get to some extent.
And absolutely, guys, one of the exclusives of our Facebook group is we have a beard barber list that was created by our members. And if you have a good barber, please update that list. We really value that one. And as always, we got to find some way to make a push. We got to actually like write that down. We always say it on this show, but we've never done it. And I don't think it would take much either, just to get a new post, something, because think about how many new members we have since we've said anything in the group about it. So that would be
a little video with the link.
Yeah, that would be nice. That would be really, really nice. All right, wore the brightest one I had to see transparency. There you go, Jake. I prefer to wear white shirts for the same exact purpose. So, dude, thank you for sending in. That is one heck of a way to be able to start the show off. Boom, look at that. Love the head hair too, man. Keep it like that. And your fade right up here, perfect. Absolutely perfect.
This is Dave B. Going to my stylist for the first time in nearly a year. I like the length, just want about an inch off the length. And to make it straight. The goal is longer.
Okay. Just about an inch off. Want to make it straight. Goal is longer here. Boom! Yeah, man.
I'm processing. Okay, so his goal is longer. He's got a great long beard. Basically, he's asking, do we think he needs a transparency trim? Do we think essentially what you take that as?
What I would take this as is he has his mind pretty much set up and he wants either confirmation or maybe like a pivot. Right? I like the length. I just want about an inch off the length. Goal is longer. I think he's just saying, hey, am I right here or am I off base on this? And I'll tap in.
Yeah.
Dave,
go ahead. Yes. I think about an inch is a good start. It might be a little bit more, but with the black shirt, we can really see that there is some transparency at the bottom. So if Dave's ultimate goal is longer, that doesn't mean that we don't want to take any more off than we have to, but as you're wearing that beard, as it's growing longer, a little bit off would probably even it out and give it that better look, as example in the last one.
Yeah. So I would say it's probably a little bit more than an inch, Dave, and I would love to see not only just losing a little bit of the transparency, which again, I always feel like that has a negative connotation, but everybody experiences that when they're growing out length. I would change the shape up just a little tad. Exactly, Brian, exactly where I was going here. Not only do I want to come up to this kind of V part right here, right? Probably a little bit more than an inch. Brian's exactly on point. I want to round it out just a little bit, Dave. So follow this line right here. See on this kind of corner and get a little bit of a rounded edge. That is going to make it thick, it's going to make it dense, and it's going to give a look that's going to complement your face shape, it's going to complement the beard, and it is going to be absolutely amazing. And yeah, a little bit rounded, and then get to that spot where it is kind of forking a little bit in the middle, which is very, very natural. And then you continue your journey, right? That video from Sunday could not be any more perfect for this situation right here. Your goal is to get longer, but my advice would be to have it look as great as possible along that journey. Will it take a little bit more time to get to there? Yeah, of course. But I think it's going to look better and you're going to enjoy it more as it goes through.
Good advice.
Awesome. What's up, Chris? How you doing? And yeah, guys, anybody that sends in, we love to see updates. Greatly appreciate it if you can send us some before and afters, just like Jake did earlier, and it'll be amazing.
We talk about that roundedness of beards.
Yeah.
Would you say as a rule that sometimes the longer the beard, the less you want to think about straight lines? Like I can get away with kind of a straight line because it's very thick in my underbeard.
Yeah.
It kind of it fits almost like an extra jaw, right, as the look.
Mm-hmm.
But as you go longer, you're going to want to have that more natural curve in general.
It's when you have a straight line on a long beard, it's really hard, and I'll pop back over here. It's really hard to maintain that straight line, right? If you go crispy across the beard, your beard does not grow at the same length. It does not grow at the same speed. The hairs go at their own pace. So when you have that straight line, it's not gonna be so straight and it's gonna be looking like a little like picket fence. When you have it rounded like this, you can just do literally little things like this and boom, they all come together. So generally speaking, yes. The one exception I've seen is when guys have just ridiculous, freakishly thick and dense beards, like long beards, then they can get away with that. Most of us do not, though. So that would be my advice. So, Mr. Barbecue, how you doing? Wishing well. So yes, and I am a big fan of gray beards. I filmed a video, I think last night, where I said like, hey, this thing may delay the onset of grays. That's a personal preference thing. There's some people that don't want to delay that. All right, who makes the best cordless trimmer right now for your beard? We are actually working with a company that's developing one that we're very excited about, but the best one that I've ever used to this point right now would be the Brio Beardscape. You?
Yep, I agree.
Yep, Brio, but
The
again,
version 1 or 2, really.
yeah, it's same performance, just a little bit more bells and whistles on those things. So yes, absolutely. All right, your beard will look like it's throwing gang signs when you have that straight line that starts growing out. Funny, that's hilarious. I was playing for half the class today. We played. I'm a social studies teacher, by the way. We played the GeoGuessr game. If you guys have never experienced the GeoGuessr game and you like geography, you're welcome. You get like a free 5 minutes that resets every 15 minutes, or you can just buy it so it goes through, or just make a couple burner accounts like I do. And it's amazing. Essentially, it utilizes Google Maps technology, and you can do whatever kind of format you want. We do the US, and it places you at a random spot on Google Maps. It blurs out the license plates. It blurs out a lot of street signs, and then you have to figure out where you are at. You get 5 locations in 5 minutes, and we had one round today where a class was almost exactly perfect within a mile on all 5 of them. And you would not believe how difficult it is, right? We'll put something up, and across the board, we're like, it looks like Michigan. And we guessed Michigan on one, like a city near us. It was Alaska. Like, there's so many places that look alike. So yeah, the game, guys, is called GeoGuessrs, and yeah, you can do it for like college football stadiums. You can do it for famous world monuments. You can do it for churches. There's all over the place. Papa Bean, the beard barber list is going to be in the Facebook group. The mayor is going to put up a post that's going to like draw you guys in and kind of probably explain where you can find it, how you can find it. But if you do need a personal link, message either of us and we can shoot you a link personally there too. So we'll get you covered. But yeah, guys, GeoGuessr is a great game. Nice style, Mayor.
Hey, thanks.
Absolutely. Embrace the grays. I agree fully, guys. All right. Draw me in. Thanks. Absolutely. Okay, let's pop back here. I believe we have, there we go. Make sure that's where we were at. I was spinning there. Okay, so this is our question segment, you guys. And again, it can be beyond this as well. And we do have our first question here from Dustin, if you want to take that, Mayor.
Dustin says, if I have to leave without showering in the morning, do I still oil, or is there any danger of oil and butter buildup from the day before? Oil. Also, just ordered octane sampler pack with the Nancy 10.
Nice.
Okay, so I would say absolutely. You're gonna regret not putting that oil in, regardless of whether you shower or not. Your body's naturally just gonna it's gonna dry out. You know, by midday, you're gonna be like, I should have put the oil in anyways. It is a everyday thing, regardless of washing beforehand or that. I do morning and night with oil to make my beard feel the way I want it to.
Absolutely. Yes. Dampen your beard, rinse your beard, use oil. Oil, I could not imagine starting my day without oil. There's no way. That is a good one, Todd. Airport runways. I'm not very good with them, but if you guys know airports, that would be a fun one. Hey, Chris, thank you, man. $5 super chat here. Just want to say I appreciate you and the mayor for all you're doing for the bearded community. Hey, man, thank you so much. It's changed us just as much. All right, is glycerin good for your beard? Thank you, Mark, for asking. I did address this in a video, my Beard Brand video, because Beard Brand uses glycerin. Glycerin is a natural ingredient. It comes from vegetables. It's essentially a version of vegetable oil. And yes, it is good for your beard. Is it my favorite ingredient? No. Is it one that you should be worried about? No. Essentially what glycerin does is it allows your beard to spread the product more evenly. There are some blends, there are some oils that are gonna hit your beard, and right where you put them, zoom, it's gonna suck in, and you're not gonna get it spread out where it needs to go. Glycerin gives it a thin layer of coating on the outside of the hair, so you can brush it through, you can run it through with your fingers. It's a good, solid ingredient. Is it expensive? No. Is it a super cheap filler? It's flirting with it, but no, it has a purpose. It's not soybean oil. I heard you mention using leave-in conditioner after a hot shower before bed. What's the best practice the next morning? Just simply rinse, Tyler. Yep, I would not wash that next morning, just rinse. I've gotten more and more away from doing that. But
the leave-in.
Yeah, the leave-in. So maybe once a month, I've done that. But yeah, there's not much. What up, SS? How you doing, Sergio? All right, and yeah, guys, please, where are we at here? Please, consider hitting that thumbs up. I appreciate that. Also, dampen beard before using. Always dampen beard before using oil. Yes.
If you're in a situation where you don't have a sink or water, I'd still say better to put the oil in than not. What would you say about that?
Oh, man.
I know I got it. He took a deep breath in, so he's not feeling my vibe.
I can't. Give me a situation where you can't.
You are driving through the night to Florida.
Stop at a gas station. Use the sink. Like literally, I don't think there's a situation where you can. You're camping. Get a stream. Get your bottled water. If you can't use water, it's going to be rough either way. So. My thing would be to find it, right? We have tons of truckers that follow this. You can go hit a gas station, go hit a sink there. You got to find a way. You got to find a way here. What's the best oil or balm to use when work at an oil shop? Nathan, man, there are so many amazing options. We'll throw out one because they're the sponsor of our Facebook group right now, West Y. Absolutely fantastic oil and balm products for you. We could go through a long list here. If you want any more specifics on those individual recommendations, reach out to either of us and we'd be happy to help you guys out. Is saw palmetto good for your beard? I don't know. That's one that I'm not super familiar with. So I'm not going to fake and act like I do know. I know palmetto as a scent.
Is that a palm tree? Is that a palm family tree? So it's a palm oil similar, probably?
Yeah, so if it's a palm oil is a cheap filler. That's one that like soap making companies use very commonly, and it's not bad, but it's definitely not good. It's very inexpensive and it'll get the job done, but it's not something that you want. If that is palm oil, that's a good connection there. I do know a palmetto bug, which looks like a cockroach.
It is a
cockroach. The mayor
cockroach.
Actually had one on him.
What are you talking about?
At Disney Springs.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh.
When we were sitting by the taco truck.
Oh.
That one like ran up your leg.
It was my leg. It just kind of like licked it a little bit.
Yeah.
I wasn't on my leg. I don't think. And a palmetto bug is a cockroach. There's no difference, just a name.
So I'll set this up for you here. Los asked me on Monday, and I'm assuming he's talking about content creation, your job, something that you do. How do you fall in love with the process?
Oh man, the reward.
There you go.
It feels so good to help people, to have be validated and have people watch you. The reward is the feedback, the feel, the vibe, all of that. You know,
yeah, absolutely.
And, you know,
Dan, if your goal for another 1 or 2 inches, should you trim along the way? I always recommend trimming along the way, Nicholas. When do you trim? Once you feel like you need it. That would be my advice. Is going a whole year before I trim a good idea? So we call this a yeared. Mayor, what are some pros and cons to a yeared?
I'm not a yeared guy. A yeared guy is like, I'm kind of just letting it go. I mean, if you're truly doing a yeared, and when I walked into this channel, it was like, you're going to walk out, you're going to have hairs growing out of your nose, connected to your forehead hairs. You don't really have those, but letting it go completely. And for me, I don't think I could do that. So I would say little trims, especially even if you're just going for a long beard along the way, is the way to go. That's how I would do it, because again, it's all about how do you feel like you look, and you're not going to be that confident bearded man that you want, the best one possible, when you don't feel 100%.
Yeah, so the pros and cons from my perspective on a yeared, if you are someone that struggles with commitment, you tried growing a beard, you shaved it off. You tried growing a beard and you pick at it. You do all these things. A yeared is right for you. You set an end date. You say, I'm not touching it till I get to that date, and then you trim it back to where you want. That's awesome. That is so cool, so great for you. If you do have good control, you do know you're keeping a beard, I don't think a pure yeared where you don't touch it is right for anybody in that situation. So the only time I would say a yeared is a great idea is when you need that commitment to push you. Great question, Jesse. Have you ever used an essential oil only for your beard, or is a carrier oil always needed? Yeah, Paul, a carrier oil is 100% needed. You cannot use an essential oil on your beard only. It adds absolutely no nourishment. It has a great chance of hurting your skin, killing the hair. Do not do that. The potency of an essential oil is generally between 2 to 5% of the whole bottle. So it's a very, very small amount, and that is something that's very serious because you can get very seriously hurt with essential oils. So if you don't know what you're doing, stay away from those because they really can get dangerous. A company released a beard salve. Is that salve, right? That's how you pronounce it?
Salve.
Yeah.
Salve.
I think it's salve. Yeah, like a hand salve. You know the product. So what? Have you never heard that word?
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
I say it's salve.
Is it?
Salve.
Okay. All right. Is it pronounced with an L or without an L? And I don't know. I just thought it was salve.
It could be
how they pronounce it. Donald, this is a beautiful example of why we need some kind of standard practice with beard care products. It is essentially a salve or solve is something, listen to the mayor with the L. All right, the mayor got it. Solve is, I don't use any I hate products on my hands and stuff. I don't ever do that. But it is a no L in salve, so it's split. It's one of those things that it depends who you're with.
That's why there's two of us.
So Bill
Right.
says, Dan says it correctly, no L with an L.
The way it sounds, you don't hear the L. Salve. Especially if you're in Michigan.
Okay.
It's sounds wider. And
Interesting.
So I could see that being.
See, yeah, I was taught it was salve, but again, potato, all the no L.
That's funny.
That is really funny. At first, I'm like, all right, I was clearly wrong, and I can admit that, but it is split now. Essentially, a beard salve is somewhere in the world of a balm and a butter. Here's the problem. We have butters that are labeled as beard butters, beard salve, beard cream, beard lotion, and then we have beard creams with water as the first ingredient that are labeled as butters. And there's a whole mess. We need a standard way of labeling, and it's a very simple practice. It's something that owners get very sensitive about, that get very, very defensive about, and I've pulled the curtains back. I've hesitated on making a video and encouraging a industry standard because I don't want to seem like a know-it-all. I don't want to seem like somebody who's up on putting themselves on a pedestal, and I don't like offending people. But it may be needed because of that, right? It's exactly with this one. All right. Alan said L is silent like pee and swimming.
Well, you won't make a big deal if you're peeing while you're swimming.
Right.
I don't say anything.
So, Donald, to answer it directly, it's somewhere in the world of a balm and butter, but it's as a result of having no industry standard that we desperately need because you're going to buy that and not realize what you bought. You're going to buy the Honest Amish. When I first bought the Honest Amish heavy duty balm, I thought the heavy duty meant that it had more hold. I'm like, oh, this is going to be a good styling balm. No, it's ridiculously soft like a butter. So we need an industry standard. So people aren't going to be happy.
We're working on our terms too, like developing a little bit of a vocabulary for the beard world. That's kind of one of our things.
Sure. Meant to say, should I dampen beard before using leave-in conditioner?
So we had that whole conversation about before oil, and he was talking about leave-in conditioner.
Yes, after the warm shower. Remember, I think you brought that up in your original one. I would only ever use a leave-in conditioner after a warm shower. And keep it to the hair. Don't get it down to the pores. All right? Yeah, it's just not good. Not good. Whiskey and Hardtack, fantastic stuff. Any recommendations on a beard wash for the shower? Yeah, man. Hey, I'll go over some of our favorites here. We try not to do the exact initial ones, but some are just super clear cut. LCW from Beard Octane, we both love. The liquid wash or the solid beard bar wash from Whiskey and Hardtack, love. Game changer, love. Alley Cat makes an amazing wash. There's tons and tons of. I actually used Define's daily beard wash today, so tons of them. Weatherbeard has amazing wash, and they're doing amazing things.
In a perfect world, you buy all of them and you rotate because you get to when you do rotate through, like especially washes and conditioners. For some reason, you really get the benefits of each one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely a rotation.
All right, Wall's a good wash. Oh, man, I am about as unhappy with that company as possible, from their marketing to their prior products. Their newer ones do look better on paper. I will give them that, but I don't know if I would try them again. All right, Mark, we're gonna get it posted. But if you want to find it, if you just search in the group with the little magnifying glass, look up Beard Barber List. It should pop up for you. But we will get something posted for you guys. It's too good of a thing to not have, because I don't know other groups that have anything like that. So that is pretty amazing. All right, guys, and if you have questions, we'll keep it going. It's not always about growing a long beard. Exactly. That was what my video Sunday was all about. Yep, modified beard. I like that. All All right, Dan, best way to find a barber that does well with beards? Great question, Maddie. I have a video that I touch on that from probably 2 years ago. Number one is word of mouth. If you can find a guy that has a good beard, hey, man, where'd you get that trimmed at? Oh, I did it at home. Oh, shoot, okay. Where'd you get that trimmed at? Oh, at this barber shop. That's your best bet. Number two, search social media. Here's a key indicator. See if they have a price for beard trims. If they don't have a price for beard trims listed in public, run.
They haven't thought about it.
Go far away.
Right.
And then see if they have pictures. See what kind of results they have there.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
Did you just think of that?
No, I had it in a video back then, yeah. So you gotta have that price listed. That tells you a whole lot. Yep, a whole lot. Yeah, Corey, sorry, man. With picking the beard. Hey, Viggy. All right. Hey, what do you guys think about beard oil for a dog? You have a dog.
I don't know. My dog's already spoiled enough. He doesn't need anything else nice. The dude has the best life ever.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's kind of weird. Like, one of the things my son taught me from your class was the idea that petting animals was about wiping your hands off.
That's where it came from.
So you want to do your beard oil and you got a little left, put a little sauce on your dog. I don't care.
I know that there are animals have certain allergies to different scents and essential oils, but I don't.
With how strongly they smell, I would only ever use like an unscented.
Yeah. Kay, if you are looking for a beard oil with ostrich oil, my go-to would be Magic City. That is a wonderful one. They're one of the first that we have going with that one. So that would be one of my absolute go-tos there. All right. Keep the questions coming, guys. If we do not get it, we will here. If the get these caught back up. If the L is silent, then why isn't it pronounced Save? Save?
Because the L modifies without actually.
English language is terrible, man. Absolutely cool, terrible. Having no industry standard is ridiculous. I would push back on that and say that it's not ridiculous for this very simple fact. The beard industry in America is literally 11 years old. The very first LLC formed in a beard cosmetic company in the United States of America was 2011. That has to be one of the most recent and new markets, period, in the country. So I would say that ridiculous is not the right word because it's understandable. It really is. It takes time to do these things. For example, the bath and body industry has 20, 30 years of actual like hardcore business behind it. And they now have lobbyists in DC. They have huge everything. I mean, it's all bigger as it goes through.
And yet they still, you walk into like some of the mall shops and you know that there's too much fragrance in it.
Yes.
You know, like they're still not following the rules. So, you know.
Yeah. But with body stuff, you get a higher fragrance that you get to use
because on your face.
Correct. Every single part of your body and the purpose of the fragrance has a different level. So, for example, you can have fragrance on products that are intended on open wounds, but it's got to be a certain level of fragrance. It's different on your face where there could be shaving. The same with your armpits or other areas. So yeah, there's a whole lot that goes to it. Should the scent of the shampoo and the oil be the same? I actually prefer to have either an unscented shampoo or a like lightly scented one that goes away. Something like a mint is perfect in my world.
Yeah, I've been trying out a bunch of shampoos, head hair and beard hair lately, and I find that I don't like a cologne scent in a wash.
Nope.
I need it to like be fresh, be a cleaning scent, and then get out of my life so I can move on.
Yes. Have you tried Copper John's wash? I have. It's fantastic. Another really, really great option for a wash. Great option.
Very, very. If you like is it peppermint that's in it or it's mint? It's like very invigorating scent.
Yep, love that. When's the best time of day to take the beard vitamins from Alley Cat? I recommend taking those either right before dinner or right after dinner. A lot of it has to depend on how you process vitamins. Most people should take beard vitamins like that after their dinner. Now, it's a loaded bag because there's biotin in it, and biotin's better before it, but generally speaking, some people get upset stomachs with daily vitamins like that if you take it on an empty stomach, so after.
The thing I learned with that, just to put it out there, is that biotin and then your cup of coffee in the morning is not a good idea. Mm-hmm. So if you're taking something like that with biotin in it, want that best effect, caffeine like kind of counteracts it, so don't do that.
Yeah. Harry asked, do I have opinions on fisticuff brands? Harry, if you check out my video from last Friday, it was a review on Grave Before Shave. Fisticuffs is the parent company of Grave Before Shave. So check that video out and you'll get all those ones. Do beard washes have plateau? They do. Yep. I would push back and argue that every single product you use on your body has a plateau effect.
And we're just talking about the first date versus the fifth date.
Exactly.
Right?
Essentially, those benefits are still there, but when they're new and they're shifting from different benefits that you had, you experience them more. Then when you shift things up, you get to start to activate the other benefits and you just simply notice them more.
So I truly use 3 washes in a rotation.
Because
at least 3.
At least.
And then I plug in others because I like certain things about certain washes.
100%. How to deal with pimple breakouts underneath your beard and areas. Daniel, please, after this stream, there's too many things to cover with this answer. Look up Dancy Bearded Beard Acne. Almost always it's because you're using too much product. You're not exfoliating enough. You're not washing enough. There is a reason behind it. You're not drinking enough water. When you drink water, it detoxes your system and literally flushes out your pores. There's a loaded bag there, but I do have a very good video on that for beard acne. Beard acne. So just kind of keep that in mind. Do beard washes have growth purposes? They have growth purposes in the idea that having a healthy, well-maintained beard is going to grow better. There's nothing about a wash that's going to activate growth, and it's not like biotin. Even topical biotin, we don't have any evidence on, so we can't claim anything with that. But if you don't use wash and your pores get clogged, they get filled with just sodium and gook and all that stuff, it's not going to grow to its maximum level. Period. I don't care if you have the freak genetics that are wild. It's not reaching its best level. So when you do wash, it's allowing your beard to reach its full potential, but it's not boosting it.
Remember that wash is for the skin underneath the beard, and that take care of that skin, and that's going to be your best ticket to getting that bigger beard faster.
Yep. It's very similar to beard oil, right? Beard oil is for the skin, but also for the hair. Beard wash is for the skin, but also for the hair too. So especially if you use wax products, it is equally for the hair as well, because the only way you can get wax products off is by washing it with the hair. Rinsing will not get wax out. Are the amounts of oil people use different? Yes, absolutely, Jesse. And that's evidence to prove, right? Live Bearded had their big ad campaign where they said, beard oil's for the skin underneath your beard. It's not for your beard. That's not true. If that was true, the mayor would use the same amount that I use. But I use more because I cover more surface with my hair. So yes, there are other factors there, right? How thin of an oil are you using? What season is it?
Exactly.
What color your hair? So there's a lot of different factors that we have.
I have a huge difference between the dry fall, winter time versus nowadays.
Same. Huge. Dr. Squatch soap is very stripping, but it's good. Don't use it more than once a week on your beard. Their oil, I have not tried, but I do have it on my list to hopefully try out. Have you ever thought about doing a how-to video on creating a beard oil? I do. Adam, look up Dancy Bearded DIY. I have 2 different videos going over. One is the dangers of DIY. And I actually said in that video I was never going to make a DIY video. And I changed my mind. Crazy thing. You're allowed to do that in America. And I made a video on how you can do it and break it all down. So, Adam, just look up Dancy Bearded DIY. Jeff or Doug will probably link it if he did not already there. He did the acne one. Thank you, Doug. That's awesome. All right, and let's see here if we got a couple more before we get on to our next one. All right, is it okay to wash your beard more than once in a day? I do not recommend it. So I did a video about, and I actually have this as a future video topic, X-Ray. Paul, I did the video about, there's that big misconception where people say, only wash your beard once a week. It'll kill your beard by stripping oils. No, it's gonna strip oils and that's okay. However, there is a point where you can start damaging the actual hair fibers by overwashing or not using the right wash. For example, if you wash every day with a Dr. Squatch bar soap, you're going to kill those hairs. Maybe slowly, but you are damaging them scientifically. Now, if you're doing it twice a day, that's probably over the line. I would figure out, let's say you work out, right? If you're the mayor and you work out, you got to find that schedule that works for you. I would not wash until after the workout. Right, you got to find somewhere where it's at. So,
and the only other thing if you took that question is, can you ever do it? Yes, occasionally, but as part of a routine, what Dan said is absolutely true. You're going to damage it.
Yep. Yeah. If something comes up and you got to wash it twice once in this month because, yeah, a day happened, you're fine. It's not going to kill your beard, but the regular routine, exactly right. Hey, Dan Mayer, can you speak on your diet? Go ahead, Mayer.
So for me, my diet has changed a lot since I started doing the show. The biggest thing has been like the last 4 months doing that morning workout. I found that I actually was eating for pleasure. I was not eating because I was hungry. And getting that endorphin boost going at like 5 a.m. in the morning every week has drastically limited just my need to like walk through the kitchen and grab one of those things and all that. And that, you know, so it turned into pleasure. So I will like really pay attention. So, you know, I haven't been on a scale in like since the 4 months since I started. Like I have no idea how much weight I lost, or it wasn't ever about
that. Is that a mental thing for you?
Yep, and it was about energy for me more than weight loss. But when I get a value meal at a, you know, there's no other choice. We went on a field trip last week and we were driving up to whatever with my son. We had to stop at McDonald's and get some food, and I was going to be grumpy if I didn't have it. But I paid attention to how hungry I was, and I didn't eat the second cheeseburger that came with it, or I didn't finish those things that. In the past, I would have been thinking it's wasteful, I need it. So portion control and then having active exercise and getting those positive chemicals going in your brain so you're not eating to feel good.
Yeah, I just try to use common sense. I try not to eat too many bad things. I try not to eat too much. I try not to eat out of boredom. And that's about it. I don't follow anything too serious. I literally have been at the same weight for 11 years, plus or minus 1 pound every single year. It's not the greatest, not the worst, and I'm actually down like 5 pounds right now from COVID and haven't put it back on. So I just try to have common sense. That's my biggest thing. My wife is really focused on eating healthy, and that carries over because she makes our meals.
It does have an impact.
So, what's the single product you recommend for softening wiry beards? VA, you want to look for 2 options here, a CBD beard oil or a bird oil, which would be ostrich or emu, kind of widely regarded as the 2 most softening ingredients that you can have. A beard oil costing $2 has the same ingredients as a $30 all natural, but there has to be a difference. That $2 one is not possible to be, it's literally not possible to have any kind of money or profit or ability. That wouldn't even cover taxes, so I don't know how you could sell a $2 bottle of beard oil. That's a charity. That's a donation. You can't even buy a carrier oil for that price there, especially with the way prices are going right now. What would be the difference there? A company that is trying to survive and thrive as compared to a charity. And obviously you have things like suppliers, right? You can buy from really good local well-made suppliers. You can buy from garbage ones, not to like paint a blanket, but there's some companies that are known for having very low quality sources and some countries that are known for having high quality sources. But a $2 beard oil is not possible for a company to even survive. That's wild, absolutely wild. If we're talking like get into honest Amish territory of like $10. How is that possible? They scaled. They buy massive quantities when the price goes down. There's a lot to having volume when you go through those things. And Trent, that's a perfect rotation. Stripping bar every Monday, wash every other day. That's almost exactly what I do. If you apply Accelerator, then get your beard face wet 1 to 2 hours later. Will the water wash it off? No, Joe. By 1 to 2 hours later, it should be fully absorbed in, and you're good to go. Yep, so you should be good to go there. Why do people still use balm? Nail banger, it's a personal preference, but primarily for styling and control. Do we think that it's necessary and needed? No, the mayor has amazing styling and control, but doesn't use them. Here you go, man.
All right, Mayor, are you on a certain diet like keto, vegan, paleo, gluten-free, etc.? Nope, not at all. I did do a diet leading up to this, like this point.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that was like a couple summers ago.
Serious.
Yeah, and it was like not a fun time. It, like basically took the whole summer away as far as that goes. No, for me, it's all about getting like that cardio in first thing, getting that thing done. And then like I said, I'm able to manage the rest of my day and, you know, make better choices.
Yeah. And here's a question that I'm super passionate about, so please take the lens of this correctly. I know how I come off from time to time, but this one, and this is not you, Drum Rocks, but this one really bothers me because of the lack of perspective on here, and I'll explain. Is ostrich oil cruel to the animal? How do they get it? Now, here's where it kills me, and I actually had this conversation with Nail Banger. He said cruelty-free is the way to go, byproduct or not. So let me address this. because there's always opinions, but there is wrong perspectives and when you think about a situation. So ostrich oil comes from the ostrich bird. It's actually rendered down fat. How do you get the fat from the bird? The bird does have to die for that fat. Now, there have been exactly 0 ostrich killed in the history of the world to get oil from their dead body. Ostriches are killed and they try to use every aspect of the body. First and foremost, the meat is what they are killed for. Secondly, feathers is what they are killed for. And then thirdly, the fat, which they render down for oil. Now, could that be considered cruel? Yes. But here, let me get very, very in focus here. If you are someone that is a vegan or vegetarian and you do not eat any meat products because of this reason, or you don't wear any animal products, 100% you have the right to call that cruel. 100%. Yes, that could be cruelty. However, if you are someone that eats meat, if you had a steak for dinner or you had chicken for lunch, you do not have the right to call that cruelty. There is literally no difference. That ostrich was humanely raised, humanely put down, especially if it is with the American Ostrich Association, and they use that for meat. If you are eating a steak and you say that is wrong and cruel, your perspective is greatly flawed. There is no difference than that cow to that ostrich. That one drives me absolutely crazy. And again, my sister's vegan. No problem with that whatsoever. I respect the heck out of it. That's a tough lifestyle. But the word cruelty has to be put in proper perspective there.
And he wasn't saying that.
Not at all.
Not at all. But
not at all.
We get it. Well,
Yep.
It'll come across and somebody will kind of throw out a little shot.
100%. I had someone tell me that is cruelty. Then I asked them if they eat meat, and they said, yes, I eat meat. And then they followed up and they said, but I do not prefer to have animal product on my face. I said, oh, I totally get that, 100%. But you cannot use the word cruelty if you eat meat. 100%. It is literally a contradiction, and your perspective is flawed if you're eating meat and say that is cruelty. So that one's always bugged me because I get people that do that. It's the same kind of thing with like ingredients. They'll be like, I cannot believe that has grapeseed oil in it. I would never do that to my body. And then they chug a Monster drink. It's like, do you realize what you just put in your body with that Monster energy drink?
Bruh.
Right, as the kids would say. So that is one, yeah, and Drum, great question there. But that one has, it's like, and this has been for years. I'll have somebody tell me, literally on a ostrich oil video or emu oil video, they'll say, that's cruel, that's wrong. And then I go to their Instagram and they are showing off their barbecued like meat meal that they had the night before. So yeah, that one is one that really, really bugs me out here. But yes, I'm a vegan, but I understand your points. Yeah, 100%. If you are a vegan, that one should not be for you. The animal does need to be killed to extract that oil. So just for you, dude, 100% that I have on that one. Absolutely. And yeah, and Nailbanger's right? The difference there is the perspective of using it, but the thing where the problem is on the word cruelty. The misuse of the word cruelty is where that is at. Papa Bean says, tasty cruelty, yeah. And I respect everybody's lifestyle for what they have. So yes. And hey, if rubbing a raw steak on my face made my beard softer, I would be 100% to be able to do that. All right, Nailbanger says, you need to eat to survive. You don't need beard oil to survive. But Nailbanger, you got to remember, what was the ostrich killed for? What was it put down for? Meat. That exact reason. And if an animal, right, let's say the cow was killed for meat and it's put down for you to eat that steak, and then there happens to be a byproduct of an oil, wouldn't you want them to use that oil, right? Wouldn't you want them to use the whole animal, just like the Native Americans did?
The more you utilize them, the more you respect the
less cruel it is. Exactly. So that is where the perspective is super important on that. And yeah, people that do use emu oil, a lot of people like it. It's a very like softening, a very nourishing product. So yeah, it's a great one. But thank you for asking that one. That one's one that I've always been very passionate about because you can't have the inconsistencies there, right? You can't have that. And exactly, the animal's gonna be used regardless. So to do it respectfully, try to use everything that you can. That's a huge thing. Absolutely. You mean guys don't rub steak on their face? I bet if we made a video and said like rub steak on your face and post a picture, we'd get some. So yes, it really could be.
I would do that.
Oh, for sure, for sure. What's up, Bobby? How you doing, man? How you doing? And that is true. Many would argue you don't need meat to survive. Yep, many would argue. I'm just not into it. Can't get into it. Respect that 100%, but just can't call it cruelty if you eat a steak, right? That's a big one. Throwing out a steak now. There you go. There you go. I love that. I have heard about ostrich eggs too. Big, huge ones. So that would be amazing.
They're pretty cool size.
Wagyu beef, yeah, right. I'll do it tonight if you said it worked. No, I don't think that we have any science behind steak on your face.
In our core manliness that thinks maybe,
probably,
just maybe there's something there.
There's gotta be something.
What is that trigger? Yep.
All right. I think since we got spicy there, we got to go with the voodoo chili. Again, this is Donald Long. This hickory one, fantastic. Like truly, truly fantastic. 250 grams of protein in an ostrich egg. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. All right. Boom. I like that. Yeah, nail banger. I will fully cede to that and agree. Oh, Mayor went in. To go vegan friendly, 100%. I agree. Ostrich oil is not vegan friendly whatsoever. So yes, I can have that steak loss for real, man. Okay.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Is it?
No, it's actually probably the best Carolina Reaper I've ever had.
Okay.
It's doable.
Okay.
It's actually more about the flavor of the pepper than most of them are.
All right, Doug or Jeff, if you guys can grab a link for the Righteous Felon Voodoo Chili, that would be good there. Hey, Robert, thanks, man. Thanks for signing in. Okay. Yeah, for some reason, I just wasn't super intimidated by this. Are you setting me up?
No.
Okay.
I mean, it does.
Okay.
It is kind of building a bit in my, after having eaten it, but it's not. I don't know. Maybe I think that the voodoo chili, maybe whatever flavoring is in there, in addition to the pepper, helps it a little bit.
Yeah, it's hot.
Yeah,
it's hot. It's definitely some Reaper in there. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm feeling it more.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, I think we have a gift card in the email here from Donald Long. We do. All right, let's check this out. All right, Donald, that is absolutely amazing, man. I'm not going to open it so I can send it to somebody. That is hot. Donald, if you don't mind me asking, how much of a gift card, and this is 100% sponsored by Donald, you guys. We'll find a way to give this away. But Donald, how much of a gift card is it? Oh, man. Yeah, that's kick. It's got some kick to it.
Piece. I'm gonna go back to the hickory.
Are you?
Just to balance.
Awesome, man. Hey, Jimbo, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Donald. And here's a link that Doug posted. And we do a giveaway. We'll end the show with this. I'll think on real quick on how we'll do that. We'll probably do an old school way, like a trivia question, or we will do a random number generator. It's good. This is actually really, really good. I like it. Jimi Hendrix song Voodoo Chili. I said chili. Oh, jerky. Yeah, that's hot. But it's not. I'm not going to be in pain tonight. I'm not going to have the burning ring of fire, Johnny Cash style. I don't think. But it has been a while since I've had some real heat on it. So that one is rub the beef jerky. I don't think Reaper is going to do a good job on that one. Mm-hmm. All right, guys, so we will end the show with that. And okay, one last thing on this jerky. I love having hot jerky at home. It's almost like when you have like a fine bourbon or whiskey and you just kind of sip on it. I like just nibbling on hot jerky. And this might be my favorite hot jerky I've ever had. It's hot.
And just to be clear, we have more advice, right, to give.
Oh, yeah.
So when you says end the show, we're going to do the giveaway at the end of the show. We're not close to that.
Yep, at the end of the show.
I just got scared that you're leaving early. I'm like,
no, not there.
All right, this is Oliver W. I'm focused on just maintaining healthy, softer, bulky beard. I like that open.
Yeah.
Kind of, right to the point of where your goals are. I want to specifically have a recovery transformation super hydration therapy stuff. Okay, now the second sentence I got to back up on. I want to specifically have a recovery transformation super hydration therapy stuff for the beard. It has always been in decent condition, but it's gotten harder and it doesn't feel healthy like it should be. Had half an inch trim a week ago, and although it felt better, like it needed it, it feels frail, squiggly, straw-like. Thoughts, opinions, advice. I got some things. I know you do too. Some wheels are turning.
Oh yeah. All right, take it, Mayor.
All right, so your submission to us, what I heard was feel in beard and the way it's feeling on your body. So let's not, to step away from styling. A lot of times that feel is going to be an internal thing. How's your water intake? Let's make sure that you are crushing the water, like a gallon a day for 5 days, and see if your beard doesn't feel better. The other thing is you might need to do a stripping wash and then reset and then start. Are you using a conditioner? So a stripping wash would be like, I would use like a pine tar bar soap, wash it out and start reapplying. If you're not using, if you're using, it didn't really say what product. So are you using some kind of a more like a head hair shampoo or something like that? Are you using a conditioner? And if you are using a conditioner, are you using it too much? Because a lot of times it's just that buildup of product. I had that happen to me for sure for a long time. That was conditioning almost every day. So there's something in your routine or in your diet that is kind of causing this to just feel like it dries out.
Yep, absolutely, man. And Oliver, I would press you to take off a little bit more. I think that if you do that squint test, it is very apparent where the strength of your beard is right now. This line right here is downright beautiful, beard model, crispy, and then it comes through right here. You just have a little layer of some overachievers that are extending beyond the beard. Sunday nights, 9 p.m.
Whoa.
Eastern. But this little portion right there, I'm going to take that off just a little bit. And I think that's going to make a really, really nice difference for you. Really, really nice difference. And yeah, it almost always is solved by water. Almost always solved by water. Getting that water intake. And yeah, if I travel, I know that's the hardest time to drink water is because you don't want to stop to pee every time. That's when I really, really feel it. Really feel it. What's up, Stacy? And yeah, guys, thank you. People are saying ghost pepper beard oil and stuff. No. And Nail Banger, absolutely, man. We've adamantly disagreed on a few categories, but we've always come back together. Nothing but respect and love. It's just two passionate, good-looking men.
One of the most beautiful things about this community you've created is that ability to have discourse respectfully.
Yeah.
And then hang out.
100%.
Like you would want with your buddies at the diner or whatever.
100%. I'm unapologetically me. I'm passionate. I speak my mind. But with that, you know what you get. You never have to worry what I'm thinking. You never have to worry if I'm mad at you because I just feel that everyone's better off that way as long as it's within that realm of respect. Once you start calling names, once you start throwing slander and insults, that's when you've lost it. But we've never done that in this community, and it's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, Michael, hope all is well, man. Hope all is well. This voodoo chili is fantastic. If I had to order again, which I might keep this on repeat, I'm staying with voodoo chili. I really like it.
I liked it, but it's too hot for me to enjoy regularly.
Yeah, but do you get my concept of the nibble?
It is much more doable than the big old flakes of the pepper seeds and some of the other ones.
Absolutely.
All right, this is Harrison S. Just curious on how much I should trim off the bottom to get rid of the transparency, or should I just wait for it to get longer? It's not terminal.
Okay, all right. And yes, the bacon jerky from Beef Octane is wonderful.
It just goes too fast.
It's like a...
there's a great portion in it, but it just tastes too good.
Oh, yeah. You'll never close that bag. That's not happening. All right, Harrison, let's see what you got here. Awesome, man. I had forgot this. I was like, what is this one going to be? Okay, so he's asking about transparency. So first off, Harrison, this is a super unique beard style. We don't normally see it come down to this triangular point right there, and you're making a statement, man. I dig it. If it was me, I'm actually going to make a really simple trim right at the letters of your hoodie. I'm going to go here with a little bit rounded. It's still going to give you that little angular design if that's what you're looking for. And I'm going right here. That's my exact portion, right where the letters are on this hoodie. Even if you got to wear the hoodie to trim, do that. And last bit of advice, I would love to see you blow out this portion of your beard. You've got all the hair that's needed there, but your direction, I would love to see you just kind of work on that. So just look up the blowout beard video. Essentially, you get heat underneath the beard, and then you comb away from your face.
And that's going to add volume.
Exactly. Yep, exactly. So it looks good, man. But yeah, just a little transparency trim right there. I think you'll be golden. Absolutely, absolutely golden.
All right, this is Barry. It has been a while since I sent in with an updated picture. I finally found a barber that knows how to trim beards, and she's fantastic. Still recovering from my underbeard trim, but I think it's coming along. I have to tell you that I got first and utmost compliment from a bearded stranger at a store as he asked me who my barber was and told me that my beard looked good.
Ask who his barber was. That's what we're talking about.
Right. That's the first time that has ever happened, and it made me feel great. 1, please let me know what you think, and should I do anything different? I'll probably have to get your advice on the rewatch because of my driving schedule. I'm very grateful to be a part of your channel and the Bearded Brotherhood. It has helped my confidence beyond belief.
It truly is, though. Like, the camaraderie is ridiculous. Hey, if you guys have not already, please hit that thumbs up. I know a few of you forgot, and I just greatly appreciate if you guys were able to hit that right now. All right, Barry. Love it, man.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
Not much here to even recommend, but
so it's somewhat of an update, kind of saying, hey, this is what I got. Do you think I should adjust anything here? No, I got nothing, Barry. I think your trim, the barber you found, you said a female barber. That's awesome. There are amazing female barbers like Molly, who is very busy but usually tunes into this show when she can. Great beard. Love the color. Love the shape. Love the appearance, man. Looks absolutely amazing.
yeah, I agree. Keep up the good work. You know, we talked about the volume, the balance, just bringing
Yeah.
those sides out. Keep it up. Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
Great
Ken,
look.
you're. I actually thought of that. That's so funny. It does look like your beard in the gray version. Same length, same shape and size and everything. Looks really, really nice. Thank you for sending in, Barry, man. That was really cool. And you know we have no problem giving feedback, especially when you ask for it.
Yeah, if we said there is one thing, we would mean it, but no.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you, Barry. All right. This is our last round of questions, guys. We're probably not going to spend as much as last time, but if you do have any questions about your beard, if you got a question, you want to get to know the mayor, you guys are always talking to me, and you too. Now, we're actually even, which is pretty crazy.
It's picked up for me recently. I don't know if maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe, who knows why.
It's amazing.
We don't even know. Who cares why?
Right.
Right?
Right. So if you have any questions, let us know. I saw one earlier here for you.
Mayor, do you use the blowout method, or is that more of a long beard thing? That's funny you ask.
Yeah, touch on this.
I have really kind of introduced a blow dryer to my process because it started out with like just being able to style my hair like so much better by blow drying it. It doesn't take very long. Like it takes 2 minutes to blow dry your hair, but it's not that I don't get like that frustrating colic because that was being caused by it drying like on its own. So then I was like, I gotta hit the beard and see how that feels. I love that, the volume, the texture I get with a combo between the heated brush and the blow dryer. Do I tell them like the newest thing that I've been trying? Or
No, not that one yet.
Okay, but I still, Dan and I talk about things. We try different things, and sometimes
That's
it's
what
in
we're here
development.
for.
It's development. But yes, a blow dryer is a big part of both my head hair and my beard.
Awesome. See you, Gary. Take care, man. And keep the questions coming, guys, if you got them here. All right, next up we have Scott. And I love this question, Scott. I have a pretty clear distinction for my perspective on this, but who says that I'm right or wrong? At what length does a short beard become a medium beard? Scott, this is my breakdown. A short beard is one that still wraps to the face. What do I mean by that? It curves and it curls to the contour of your face. The mayor right now, I would say, is at a short beard. This is like one of your shorter beards.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mayor's at a short beard. When it becomes a medium beard is when all aspects of the beard start facing down to the ground. So especially on the mayor's sides right now, right, when you have like near his like connectors, like the corner parts, like over here, this is still wrapping to his face. So for me, this would be right at that border, but I would say it's a short beard. Medium beard is when it goes pointing down to about 6 inches. Then after 6 inches, you now are in long beard territory. So wrapping to the face, straight down to 6 inches. Great question. Great question. Merritt, which viscosity of oil do you prefer?
Depends on the season. I'll do like a lighter, and as the temperature heats up, I tend to like a lighter oil. And then there'll be like a moment in the fall, or where that like I'm looking for a thicker oil castor just to be a little more nourishing.
Yeah,
just feel better.
Yeah. Any methods to get a good lineup on the side where it's difficult to trim and see? So I'll let the mayor touch on his experience with a 3-sided mirror. For me, it's just getting to know your beard. That's it. You can have all the tools and tricks in the world. It's just getting to know your beard and being confident with it. I don't have any. It's one of those things that I probably just do kind of, intuitively, which is not the best for teaching it. But the mayor has tried. When you bring up that he actually has a 3-sided mirror. So if you want to touch on your experience,
I'll be honest with you. The 3-sided mirror was decent, but it's a lot of setup to be using regularly.
Yeah.
For me. So the method that I use right now is every third or fourth I do about a monthly haircut. Every third or fourth haircut, I will have the barber just kind of clean the edges up, the spots that I can't get to, because there truly is something about being able to look at it straight on and get that and know the tool you're using. And then I'll kind of maintenance it throughout the next couple haircuts, leave the beard alone, and then we'll come back and revisit that.
All right. What's the longest you had your beard?
I would think like around the fall, like November, December. I actually have an Instagram picture of that. It was pretty full. And
you didn't touch it for a full month.
Yeah, that's right. That was why.
Yep, a full month he did not touch it. When for the most part, you're just kind of constantly tweaking, right?
That's my MO.
Yeah. So yeah, he went a full month. I would say that it was a good 4 inches.
Yeah,
about 4 inches. My very white 8-inch beard is very healthy looking, but I have trouble shedding. It's like I leave a trail. So if you're using Honest Amish products, Albert, I would recommend maybe trying a couple other in rotation, right? We talked about that plateau effect, but Honest Amish is fantastic. The shedding is probably not because of the products. It could be because of over grooming. It could be because you're not washing properly or exfoliating enough, or maybe you are just not drinking enough water. The most common sign of increased shedding is dehydration. The second most common sign would be increased stress. So all those things could factor in. So try washing a little bit more, try exfoliating, and then maybe adding in another product into that rotation that could help you out. How much wood could, 7. Growing out my walrus, any product recommendations for wax, pomade? I would encourage you, if you are actually going for a walrus, to not use any wax products. A walrus is something that's kind of free-flowing. It's not exactly styled. You can do it with heat. I would say look up my lazy walrus and then just modify it to the direction you want to go. But yeah, I wouldn't do that. Andrew, hey man, here for you, buddy. I know you got some tough days at work. If you need something, man, shoot us a message. Everybody, show some love to Andrew. Say something kind to this military veteran of our beautiful country here in America. I've been letting my mustache grow, but it's starting to wrap over my lip and driving me crazy. Should I press through or trim the top of the lip?
I would say press through. So I battled with that like the first year of growing a beard. But I started really paying attention to making sure I was hitting that mustache with oil. Sometimes the way it's so uniform how our mustache comes in, we forget that it does need that nourishment as much as anything. So it softened it a little bit. So I didn't notice it. But 90% is probably just riding it out and getting used to that feel. You'll eventually kind of get used to it.
Agreed.
And I like the look of that.
Agreed. If Florida was carpeted, how long would it take to vacuum? 7. 7 is the answer. Living in Maine, winters are frigid. I would assume ours are very similar. Right? We got to have
they're a little worse, but
a little bit worse than us. And but what's the best way to protect it from extreme low temperatures? Do your normal routine. There is literally nothing that's going to happen to your beard because of the cold. The only thing that you want to consider is it is drier in the winter, so you want to make sure you're increasing that water intake. Maybe try to go for things like a thicker oil. That's generally a good idea when you go into the winter, but it's not actually about protecting your hair or anything like that. It's more about nourishing the skin the proper way, so don't worry about that. I have guys who work in freezers for a living, and there's no damage even from being in a freezer.
Your beard will protect you.
Yeah, absolutely. How you liking your Jeep? Have you gone topless yet?
Love the Jeep. We took the Freedom panels off the front. I have not taken the back big part off.
Freedom panels? You got all like the terminology? Oh
Getting
my
there.
golly.
Beep, beep.
At 56, my beard is 13 and a half inches. At my age, will it be terminal length be much longer? Mark, likely not. Most people never come anywhere near their actual terminal length. That's impressive where you're at, but I would say that you can probably keep going. Yeah, you can probably never even hit that length there. So yeah, absolutely. Hey, great questions, you guys. Thank you for those tonight, man. I am digging the question portions of Beard Advice Live.
Especially now that there's like a bounce.
Yeah.
And it feels fun. It's fun.
It's beautiful.
All right, this is Jimmy.
Last one, guys.
I love your beard, Dan, and my goal is to have your link.
Nice.
I have been growing mine for a year and 3 months. I use beard oil and butter, and the beard wash and conditioner. All products from BRBC. Unfortunately, my beard is so curly and looks bad unless I blow dry it out. I wash my beard twice a week and use oil and butter daily. Just hate the fact that I must blow dry it to get it to look halfway decent, like the pics that I have attached.
Hey, Jimmy, I just did a video recently where it's literally proven if you do it the right way, blow drying is healthier for your beard than air drying. I know that sounds blasphemous. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but it's just true. If you watch the video, the reasoning behind it actually makes sense. So I would say if you're worried about it for health reasons, don't be. If you dislike it just because you don't like the process of it, I understand. I can see what you're saying there. Dude, man, what a beard.
You need to, if that's what you need to do to get your blow, it's worth it. You know, that we learned, with the Beyond Bearded show and just men's grooming in general, we are not used to going that extra step to get these routines in place, but it does have an impact to the overall value of everything.
Yeah.
Women have done it forever.
Amazing.
Sometimes we just fight against that
amazing
mindset.
Beard, Jimmy.
Fantastic.
One bit of advice, since you're sending a Beard Advice Live, that I would do is you do have this dip going along your chin here. I don't know if that's from a mask. I don't know if it's from like your posture or if it's from your grooming. I would say within the last couple of years, the mask introduction's been a brand new thing. But I would say usually the most thicker than a Snicker. The most common cause of this little dip or wave is that when you groom on your face with a comb, you're going down and you're raking the skin. And then once the skin stops, naturally, because you've been applying pressure, it's going to push into the hair. And that just every day, repeatedly doing that, starts to train those hairs with that little dip, that little wave right there. So my advice would be to be conscious of how you're grooming this portion. And a very simple fix would be to get Eric, it does look like Eric. Where is Eric? I saw him in here earlier. That's funny. Doesn't it look a little bit like Eric?
A little bit, yeah.
And get a round brush and get that going in the opposite direction of where the hairs are being trained, and then blast that bad boy with heat while you are blow drying. But please, man, put the worries of the blow dryer to rest. It's worth it. It is worth it, and your beard is perfectly fine. Absolutely perfect. Yes, several people said Eric's got a doppelganger. Eric, I didn't talk about Star Wars earlier, and he must have left and been like, ugh, he won't speak about Star Wars around
probably
here.
Filling oil.
Yeah, right. Get to work, Eric. Hello over there. Hello, Joe's
That's the only
parents.
thing I think Joe missed about Beard Octane was a big overhead speaker that he could do from like wherever he was on his phone, just like Eric.
Yeah, he has those security cameras that have mics on them, so I know he can speak to them through
Nice.
that.
That's the only way I would.
My long lost brother. I love you, Eric. That is too funny. Too funny. All right, and here we go with a quick question right here. Is it okay to add a couple drops of beard oil to an unscented butter? Yes. I have a video literally encouraging that. Yes.
That just means you're leveling up. That's you just went from amateur to pro.
Right.
When you're
100%.
thinking like that.
100%. Game over. However, we do have a giveaway to do from Donald Long. It's going to be a $25 gift card to the Righteous Felon. This is something, he came up with on his own. He offered it on his own, and he sent us these. Donald, thank you so much, man. Not only does he do this, but he shares all the streams. He interacts with the comments and the posts. Just a genuine supporter. And in this, obviously, this community has benefited him, and he's showing that appreciation. Yeah, man, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So, we are going to go, let me think here. I'm always torn between numbers and trivia because Numbers get crazy, but it's probably on the more fair side there. But trivia, I like to do about my videos and reward the people that actually watch the videos.
Well, I am not going to have an opinion because I am a terrible, terrible jinx to all things giveaway.
True. Every time I set up my giveaways, I always think of you on there. It's
Thank
so
you.
funny because like you have to select how many winners it is, and I'll never forget when you put all 10. That was the best. But
Enjoy the ride, man.
Nancy got upset. She got real upset
For winning.
for win. Oh, a brief glimpse behind the scenes, you guys. The mayor did a giveaway. He messed up on like drawing too many people, but handled it like a champ. Let it flow, let it roll. And some lady won. We'll call her Nancy. Maybe Karen was her name. Karen won. That's what it was. It was Karen. And then she reaches out to the mayor and was like, how did you get my email? How did you get my name? Why would you show that on a stream? Blah, 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 blah. So essentially, someone entered for her, and she didn't know, or she just somehow forgot. But something went wrong. All right, what are you guys thinking here? We'll let you guys kind of decide. I'm going to do like just an eyeball test, trivia or random number. Right, we don't have the link because this was a non-scheduled giveaway. Donald had pitched the idea, but he was like, "If it's not good, I don't want to do the giveaway."
That's smart.
And so we don't have a link here, but trivia or random number. What do you guys think on this one? All right, of course it's going back and forth now. All right, we got number, trivia. Oh my gosh, trivia, number. Hey, Michael, number. Okay, what a Karen she was. Number. All right. Trivia, man, trivia is so much easier, but number is pretty simple. All right, so let's go. We are going to go flip a coin. All right, let's see who wins it with a coin here. All right, we are going to go with a random number, you guys. So go ahead and stop typing. Yeah, Bobby loves trivia. You'd probably win there. Oh, that's true. Let Donald pick. That's not a bad option there. All right, so that way news. That's true. I like that perspective. You're from Michigan. That is great perspective. If somebody is in here for the first time or they're new, they shouldn't be punished for that tonight. Sometimes they should be punished for that.
So while you're setting that up, the number is going to be. So you guys don't want to chat because you don't want it to be like overload. You get what every 10 seconds you can do
20.
A chat.
Yep.
So you want to save that. We want to wait 20 seconds while I'm talking right now and not chat, so that you can be the first person to guess this number. We'll look through the chat. The first person who says whatever the number is, Dan will give you the range, will be the one that wins.
Absolutely. And please understand, the main reason I got away from using this random number generator is because the internet prioritizes your answer on your screen, but not our screen. When you hit enter, it shows up for you like that. But we're going to have about 130 people sending in their answers all at once, and it has to be put in a nice, neat, single file list, and it's not the same way it shows up on your screen. This has been proven for years and years. So you might see your number first on your screen, but if it's not the winner, I promise you we got 2 people right here. Everybody else, for the most part, sees it. So you got to wait for the number range, okay? You got to wait for the number range here because you don't know what it's going to be. You don't know what's going to be here, and it's going to be the first person that gets it, and you may only enter once. Only enter once, you guys. And if it gets deleted, we can see that. So don't delete and re-enter because you see somebody putting your number in too, okay? So only enter once here, all right? And you got to wait for the keyword, which is spelled G-O, all right? You got to wait for that keyword spelled G-O. All right, everybody, get ready. Get those fingers ready for your number. The number range is going to be, for us with beverages, nice, Papa Bean. The number range, you're going to type a number, make it super simple. You're going to type a number between 30 and 60. Go. 30
to 60.
and 60 0 for those that got to have the visual. 30 to 60, we're generating on our side. Boom. Okay, we got the number there. No hands on this one. And we'll keep an eye out, and there's the explosion. Ooh. All right, we will go back up. I think I saw one towards the bottom.
The days of
you remember these?
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. Little throwback here. 30 to 60. And shout out to Flag and anybody watching right now that I didn't get a chance to say hello to, or you're just chilling, hanging out in the back. All right. Oh, close. Not that one. All right. Nothing yet.
There.
Oh, there's one. Okay. All right. So let's make sure we Nobody else. All right, let's go back and check one more time. I saw one towards the bottom.
We're going to pause 10 seconds for station.
We just like to be careful because I have had it where I've had to go back and like, oh, we missed that one, but we are good here. 2 eyes are good. 4 eyes are better. Like, speaking about this, we're not making fun of any glasses or anything. All right. Okay. Here is our winner, you guys. We have Murphy, 19 Murphy, and I'll show you guys over here just for complete transparency and so everybody can see. All right, here is the random number generator. Boom! You got it between 30 and 60. It's as simple as that. You guys go ahead. Papa Bean forgot his number. Papa Bean's feeling good over there. So guys,
that's the most important thing of all.
So true. If you guys feel like you can lay back and have a good time, that's a goal of ours. So 19 Murphy, reach out to me. I have an email I need to forward you to get the gift card. You can email me at dan_command@yahoo.com or reach out to me on Instagram, DanCBearded, and I will get your email address from you and I will send you over that gift card. Please reach out to me tonight. I like checking stuff off a list. That's one thing you guys will get to know about me if you hang on me. I don't like having lists. It drives me crazy, and I try to, like last night, for example, Jax, I spent 4 hours at the orthopedic doctor with him, put him to bed, he was crying, literally had to go up and help Violet. While I was helping Violet, Jackson cried, had to go over to go to Jackson. After all of that, I filmed 2 videos because I had it on my mind. I set up my stream, I had the right shirt to wear to film, and I was like, I gotta do it. I gotta get this going here.
To be successful in this stuff, you have to go beyond how it feels and just what needs to be done.
Oh, absolutely. And it's almost
and
therapy
at your level,
for me.
and you're like taking on a lot more than I do, but I still see it. There are times when the decision to go do the thing that would be immediately satisfying is usually not the right choice.
So true.
But it is fun to do what we do too.
It really is. It really is. And thank you, Donald, man. That was so kind of you.
Yes.
There's not many people that would take that money out of their own account and then try to spread that love. That's super awesome. So, you guys, we have a couple people entered in next week already. We need a few more too. One thing that I love about these questions is it takes any worry away from the number of entries. I don't think we're gonna ever hear from us again and say it's a light show or we need this. Because I think you guys enjoy the questions. I think we enjoy the questions, and that's really all that matters. However, our bread and butter is giving real-time advice to beards. Mayor, next week, we need some people watching right now. We need some people watching on the replay to send in. Scrolling on the bottom, but if you could articulate it for them, how do they get on the show next week?
Again, just submit a couple pics of front and aside is what we like to see to beardadvicelive@gmail.com in the text of your email, just to kind of outline any questions or specific things you'd like us to discuss.
Absolutely. Papa Bean, thank you for that ridiculously kind comment.
That's super.
That means the world to us. That stuff stays with us, just so you guys know. At least for me, I've said it many times before, I am selfishly driven by appreciation and feedback. It's why I went into teaching, why I went into coaching. It's why I do this. I just love it. It's just genuine fuel for me. It never, ever, ever gets old. I never take it for granted. And it really is. It's fuel. So thank you for the kind words. And thank you, everybody from Jake to sending in to everybody. Mayor, big question. Do you like dark chocolate?
Yeah, it's fine. My wife loves it. I'm okay with it.
Same. Sam loves it. I'll dabble. If it's there, I ain't gonna turn it down.
I'd probably pick milk over it though.
All day, every day. All day, every day. So yeah, same thing here, you guys. Thank you guys. I hope we got Memorial weekend coming up. So enjoy the Memorial weekend. Think about the purpose of it, of course, but overall, spend time with your family. Enjoy your life. Take it all in. And we have video on Friday, review video dropping. We have a new video on Sunday, and then Sunday night
we got Beyond Bearded. This week, we're going to talk speak with confidence. How do you speak with confidence? In that show, a lot of times I will go out and look for information and bring it to you. As I've been putting this one together this week, a lot of it is from my journey, and it's going to be kind of like how I went from the guy 3 years ago to this guy today. Same person, but with a whole different perspective on life and a whole different ability to say what I think about things. So join me 9 o'clock on Sunday. Dan and I work on YouTube, but we live on Instagram. Follow us if you want to just see the goofy stuff we get up to, or sometimes we get a little serious. Mine is at Mayor's Beard Journey, And he is at Dan C. Bearded on Instagram.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's go. That's awesome, man. You know what they say about guys with big beards? They watch Dan C. Bearded. Hey, I hope they say that. That's awesome. That is awesome. All right, guys, we are getting out of here. If you have not hit the thumbs up on your way out, if you could just leave that for us, that'd be fantastic. Or if you disliked it, just let us know. Reach out. We always take constructive criticism. We internalize it, and then who knows? Sometimes we use it. So we appreciate you guys. Thank you. Have a fantastic evening. Stay bearded. Stay positive.